The great thing about the NBA is you never know what to expect each season. And tonight, we learned that Damion Lee brought some of that Golden State magic to Phoenix. And honestly, from here, who knows where they're going to go.
The only thing I know is that Luka is still Devin Booker's daddy.
Bro, how can you say that when Luka's team just lost, bro?
Yeah, that's cute and all, man. That's only game one in the regular season. Like, Luka did this to Booker in the playoffs.
Nah, that's
game
facts.
7.
That's facts. But before we delve into it more, we got to shout out, hey, I don't know right now. Y'all see that right now. Look, we put it up. If you guys want us to cover a specific game throughout the season, we'll do it. Just comment it below. He asked, could y'all cover the Mavs versus Suns game tomorrow? We said we got you. But one thing I want to say, fair warning. Look, guys, we live on the East Coast. So, when you guys want us to cover games, we please ask you to be considerate of the time and just keep that in mind. Right now, it's 1 a.m. and we're doing this. And we both got work tomorrow, but we're like, you know what? It's for the channel. It's for the viewers. We got your back. So I hope you appreciate this one, hey. But any game you guys want to see moving forward that you guys want us to cover, we're gonna cover the big ones. You know, yesterday we did opening night. Today we were also down because like Mavs versus Sun. And fortunately,
it was a good game.
It was a great game. I mean, let's be honest. It was an alright game up until like the last, second half of the fourth quarter. But from then on, it had like playoff energy. You know what I mean? And it helps that they got that little tension, you know.
It was a tale of two halves, okay? Because in the first half, you're seeing like, damn man, like the Mavs, they look improved. They're finally fully healthy and whatnot, and shit, man. Like they were up pretty good, man. You were seeing Christian Wood do his thing, looking good. In the second unit,
which I said in the season preview, I think he might be a good addition, like alongside Luka.
You saw Tim Hardaway back. Welcome back. You saw Spencer Dinwiddie. After a full off season of doing work.
Bro, Dinwiddie has such a nice handles play in the fourth that is just, if you guys saw it, you guys know what I'm talking about. Where he should have gotten the ball stolen on him, but he just behind the bag real quick, very improv too. I was like, damn, that was clean.
And like with the Suns, man, I'm looking in the first half, man, thinking like, oh man, first the racist owner, then Brittany Griner with the Phoenix Mercury, and now man, shit's just going down the road. We'll be going
everything
bad
that has to do with basketball in Phoenix, just
but then in the second half, here I'm just talking, I'm low key talking my shit, but not talking shit, and I'm like more like thinking shit, and the Suns are like, hey, no,
not the Suns. Damion Lee said, no, not today. Not today.
Man, chill, man. You're saying like Damion Lee's like a star.
I noted it down. Let me break it down for anyone who missed the game.
He had a couple of good moments.
He had great moments, and I think he will prove himself to be a great addition to this Suns team that is probably needed a guy like him. Because let's keep in mind, Chris Paul and Cam Johnson, they were benched for the last 4 to 5 minutes of the game. They couldn't do shit. I heard what Cam Johnson had something to do with his legs, lower extremities. CP3, I'm not sure what it was.
It was an injury as well. He was like slowly getting back into it.
Well, see, the first thing that I thought was
choking?
That injury bug already hitting Phoenix so early on. You know what I mean? Maybe this is like a foreshadowing of what might happen later on in the season and in the postseason. And then Damion Lee. These are the moments I wrote down that stood out to me. He made a clutch 3 to bring the game to 1. He's literally the reason that they had a shot to get a lead. Then he got an earlier clutch foul on Luka that was huge, because if Luka made that, the momentum for them would have started growing, and that you saw Luka's frustration once he got. I'm not gonna lie, that offensive foul on Luka that Lee got on him, a little sus. And then Lee had the dagger 3 at the 140th mark to make him go up by 4. And guess what? They caught up, tied, and Damion Lee said, nah, this is my night tonight. This is my night. And then he made the game-winning 2 with seconds left on the clock. Come on, dude. This was Damion Lee's night, and I feel like this is another foreshadowing of him being an influential role player, maybe more, or just an influential player for the Phoenix Suns. Well, and like I said, a guy that they need.
Well, I mean, he came from Golden State last year. He is a champion.
A winning team. Exactly. A winning organization. And honestly, Booker and CP3 needed that. CP3 brought that for Phoenix, when he first joined. It's been a little dismal. been a little stagnant. So maybe they needed another former winner, to re-inject it in their veins. And obviously he's not CP3. I'm not saying that, guys. I don't want people to be like, oh, what the fuck is he talking? But like you bring that energy, bro. Hey, manifestation. Now, I'm not trying to take that too far, but y'all know what I mean.
Yeah, of course. And the other good player as well for the Phoenix Suns, I'll say Bridges, playing very good D, especially in the second half versus Luka. Man, it seemed like, at the end of third quarter, fourth quarter, Luka was not having his way. He's gonna have to like work for a lot more of his stuff. And
one thing I want to say about Luka, man, is like when he's not having his way, and I hate saying this because I like Luka a lot.
He's like a man child.
Yeah, he really does turn into like, I don't want to say a bitch. He doesn't turn into a bitch, but it's like a baby on. You know what I mean?
Prima donna.
Like, yes, there you go, a little diva, and it's like, Luka, look. We both believe it's like you could be the future face of the NBA.
It's like the white version of Rasheed Wallace, Shit, man. It gets.
But you haven't earned it yet. You don't have a title. You don't have an MVP, like a regular season MVP. You don't even have a conference finals appearance.
Yeah, he does.
Oh yeah. You don't have a finals appearance.
Wow.
Just last year
you're a huge Luka fan. You don't even know that, man? What the hell, man?
Bro, I got a minor concussion 2-3 days ago.
Major concussion.
Mate, could you imagine? Yeah,
you should.
But my doctor rewinds, watches our episodes to see bro, you definitely.
There's all like a figment of your imagination. You're like really in a hospital room.
Oh man, hey, but that goes to show the sacrifice I make for BTD. I can't even lift this arm up right now, guys, because I fucked it up.
No, because he's been jerking off too much.
My left arm? I'm a righty, man. Dude. I'm a righty.
Yeah, man. You want
these biceps on my right?
See, that's part of your New Year's resolution, man. You wanted to be ambidextrous, when it came to that.
Next year.
Yeah, next year.
I'll practice.
New year, new me.
Yeah,
already?
Exactly.
Jeez, that bullshit already? Okay.
But what was I gonna say? Yeah, it honestly, seeing it so early in the season. I mean, literally the opening night for them. It's just it left a little sour taste in my mouth. And I said I'm a Luka fan. But Luka, bro, please just tone it down a little. Nobody likes that. It's not good for your brand, and you haven't earned it yet. Are you a magical young player? Yes. Did I believe you should have been in the NBA top 75 already? Because I think you are gonna make it in the next 25 years. Yes, but you haven't proven it yet. So just chill out for a second. Mark, talk to your boy, bro. Talk to your boy.
So all right, man. Based on everything you saw here on game one, what are your thoughts of the Suns and what are your thoughts of the Mavericks? For what do you think is gonna happen in the regular season? Maybe a slight overreaction or underreaction.
Look, Damion Lee won the game for them tonight.
Okay.
Now I will say Booker was the guy who gave the dime drop for the Suns to get their first lead since they were up 13-12.
Yep.
So keep that in mind.
Shout out.
However, just seeing how this game played out, you could be LeBron and let your other players get in. And Damion Lee very early on in the fourth, not very early on, but midway through the fourth quarter, you could see he had the hot hand, he had momentum going. Cool, let him get it. But I kind of want to see Booker take over games. I feel like today could have been a great practice for him to have that Jordan mentality and moment. You know what I mean? Because he is going to be the guy to have to do that in the playoffs. It's not going to be Damion Lee. It's definitely not going to be Ayton. And
Devin Booker was fairly Devin Booker was fairly aggressive tonight.
He was aggressive, but he wasn't the guy who carried the game to the promised land.
Because he was affecting it in other ways, man. You saw it with the assist and with the set playmaking.
Do some of that. Yeah,
you say Jordan mentality. Part of the Jordan mentality is you find a way any way possible to win the game, not just have to be scoring.
Not just scoring, but he wasn't even the one really pushing it. He had one shot late. And he still missed it. Well, he had to step back. It was clean as hell, and he missed it. I was like, fuck. But I just want to see, give me the ball and go for it. You know what I mean? Ja does that in Memphis. You know what I mean? Ja literally does that. Luka does that. I want to see Booker do it. That's all I'm asking. I'm not saying he played a bad game. I'm not saying I don't agree with how he played, late in the game. Mm-hmm. But, I feel like today I would have just taken it it doesn't really matter if we lose this game. Fuck it, let me just try to see if I'm the one to win it. You know what I mean? But again, I do agree, Damion Lee had the hot hand. He was creating this momentum in the fourth quarter. Cool, let him ride it out. But also what I said earlier, maybe this could serve as a this game could serve as an example in the future of like, oh shit, maybe Damion Lee was one of the missing pieces they needed. Where like sometimes you see it in Milwaukee, in modern NBA, you don't need the superstar to be the clutch shooter or the game winner. You know what I mean? In Milwaukee, they were totally fine with Giannis being obviously the undisputable great best player on the team and Superman in the world right now. Yeah. But who's the one that they rely on? Chris Middleton. Yeah. So
that's their Batman.
Maybe that's something here. But Booker's a guard. Like, I don't know. There's that difference. So yeah. And then I'll say for me, this win, while I did just say it is meaningless in the long run in a way, it is actually pretty big for Phoenix because I've seen a lot of vets bring this up, so that's why I'm gonna bring it up. Like they say, if you lost to the team before in the postseason, there's always that like mental chip. You know what I mean? And the fact that Phoenix was able to do this at the very end and win this, I feel like it helps clear your mind from like all that bullshit that that Dallas's win over you in the postseason gave you guys, you know what I mean? Because you see it on the internet. You obviously know they lost. You know Luka's fucking trying the shit out of them and Booker. So I think in a way it was like a mental chip off the old shoulder, and now you get to like almost reset, at least with the Mavs. You know, what I mean?
It allows you to turn over
in
a new
postseason. Yeah, exactly. And then with Mavs, it was the same thing. Luka did his thing. He kind of, I mean, the points kind of saved for himself. 35 points. Everybody else obviously would 25. I think he could be his Robin. But you still kind of see a Luka-led team, and everybody else falls into place. I don't think that's the way the Mavs are going to win a championship. So clearly there's some things that need to be tweaked as the season progresses.
Yeah, a little bit early. I'll say with the Mavs, you can kind of see it already right here. They're going to miss Brunson a little bit with what's going on. And with the Suns, that it seems to look, with the way how they look like, this is not last year's Suns. The fact they were able
2 years ago Suns.
Yeah, that they were able to come back and win this game, and at the very least, these two teams are going to be contenders in the West. Are they favorites? Hell no, they're not. Let's be honest.
Well, So to play devil's advocate, while this was a good win for the Phoenix, at the same time, if you're the Mavs, you're not going to take this L too hard, because you can make the argument that did Phoenix take this game or did the Mavs lose this game? You know what I mean? Like, shot themselves in the foot. And honestly, I feel like it could literally go either way, because the Mavs especially the first half, like, even in third quarter, like, it was like, it really didn't feel like a game. You thought they just keep getting these little leads, they were just gonna run away with it and just keep getting these little leads as the game progresses. No. And then something happened, and Phoenix flipped the script. I think, let me see, I took a photo of like some of the things that stood out.
No,
where they were talking about, let's see. Oh, Phoenix Suns outscored Dallas 59-38 in the second half, with the largest deficit being 22. And then, another thing that stood out to me was that Luka, 13 for 13 from the free throw line, was the most makes without a miss in his career. So it was also a special night for Luka Doncic, and maybe he is a little sour that he couldn't top it off with a W. But yeah, those were some of my takeaways. What do you got? Any other thing to add?
No, that's pretty much it. Guys, let us know in the comments what you guys think. Phoenix fans, what's up?
You think Wood could be his Robin from what you saw tonight?
Maybe. We'll see. But either way, guys, appreciate all the love and the hate. You guys already know: Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, all podcast streaming platforms.
Let us know what games you guys want to see, but please keep it on the earlier side.
Yeah, stay the fuck away from 10 p.m. games, man. I'm gonna fucking kill you. All right,
but appreciate you for giving us a game to watch.
Yeah, fuck you.
We love y'all.
Nah.
Yeah, that fuck you is with a lot of love.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, we'll catch you guys soon. For now, later.
Take care.